Hey there, it's Boots Owen here. This is an AEG Mat Silent System Plus 86850. It's a washing machine. I found it, as usual. It appears to have some kind of damage to the LCD. If you can see in there, there's a kind of a shadow. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I haven't plugged it in yet. It's been set out in the garden for a week and it's picked up some detritus along the base. When I got it, the power cord was cut, so I've replaced that with a strip connector. The cord was in the drum, but I've replaced it with a strip connector, and the outlet hose, the waste hose pipe was cut as well. So I've forced a piece of 22mm copper pipe in there, and hopefully that'll be watertight. If it isn't, well, we'll find out shortly. I've got it plumbed in, cold only fill. Let's turn on the power. This is the first time I'm doing this, so it could be the beginning or the end of this video. On. Now. Right, let's close the door. The water's on, and I've tested that already, I think. Yep, the water's on. Let's put it on to a rinse. I don't want delicate, I just want something light duty. It's too complicated for me. Wool plus spin. Yeah, it actually looks okay. I don't know if that's a bit of moisture or something. 1600 spin, 14 minutes. Okay, it says draining. I know it's empty, but I could have put water in it, but I didn't. So it says draining. It's looking good so far. In fact, if that display is so good, I'm not sure there'll be a problem. It could be a motor issue. Oh no. Oh, it's so quiet. Listen to that. Can you hear it? I can't. The pump is louder than the motor. That's excellent. So I presume it's a 3-phase induction motor. Similar to one that's up here. I think it's this one. Just by coincidence. Now that's a Welling. It won't be that one, will it? Could be. It'll be something like that. That might be out of a hot point. I think there's another one in there somewhere. But for now, it's like that. It's got a controller with a load of clips. And you can see the belt there on the back. And it knows there's nothing in it, I guess. It's down to 13 minutes now. I presume it'll just abort because it can tell there's nothing in it. Well, you would hope so. If this works, I'll put some rags in it. That pump is making a noise down there, but it's only, I think we can only hear it because there's no water in it. There's some codes there. 2008, April the 7th. That might mean something to somebody. Oh, firmware and all that. Wow, okay, this is a complicated one. You can probably reprogram the board and all sorts of things. AEG snazzy. You can see over here, there's the Electrolux logo and the L from Electrolux there. It's spinning now. And shaking away. So what's wrong with this machine? Well, apparently nothing so far, if the motor works. The only thing we haven't tested is the element and the inlet valve, actually. But looking at this, look at the side. It's been dragged on its side out of the building where it was removed from, I presume. So that's bad. It's got a lot of damage along the base there. Presumably from being dragged. It's very smooth. Of course, there's nothing in it, but it's sitting up on a dolly, so if it's going to rattle, it'll rattle. That side looks okay. There's some kind of snots and stuff on it there. Rust breaking out up at the top. You see, if this was left in a cellar, it would be a damp atmosphere, and it's missing the door there. So I love all the comments that say I should keep it, I should sell it, I should fix it up. etc., etc., etc. They're all really helpful in a way that is completely impractical where I live, because you can buy a good machine for small money and nobody will take these second-hand machines, is my experience. Even out on the street, they stay there for a long time before anybody wants them. And that's sad, but it's true. So where does that leave us? Well, yeah, tell me about it in the comments. Tell me all the good things I could do about it. But if you're not offering me money for a rusty old machine, you're just wasting your time. I don't mind reading comments. It's a little piece of insulation from when I redid the cable. I don't mind reading the comments and I quite enjoy them. But, oh look, actually, if you look there, when it's moving slowly, it appears that there is a little wander in the drum. Could be a sign of spider failure. Haven't tested the bearings. It's making some interesting noises. But it could be like snots from the inside that have dried off and are flaking down now as it's spinning. It is a wonderfully silent motor. Can you hear that? It sounds a bit like sand or something. I don't know. I think it's going to go through the whole cycle because we're at 9 minutes now. But it's relatively quiet. I had another one like this that I got that motor from, the motor that we couldn't see. It had some motor control issue, I think. Maybe it was something else, I can't remember now. Somebody in the comments might know about the other machine and why it failed. 4 minutes on the clock remaining. Three minutes. It's just agitating now, or distributing. Yeah, it's got 3 minutes to go. It should just finish up now. It's looking a bit cleaner than it was. 2 minutes. That's it, 2 minutes. Door lock, 0 minutes. So, what have we learned? Well, we've learned that the motor's working. We've learned that it's a bit filthy. Oh, there's a kind of a light, that's interesting. There's a kind of a light white powder in here. Very fine, just dissolves in my fingers. So, I think though that flicking noise was this kind of, you can see it in there, just snots on the inside of the tub coming off. There is a bit of mould in that door seal, but it doesn't really matter from what I've found in the past. Yeah, it's this stuff here. I think that kind of, don't know what you'd call it. So, I think the next step for this is to do a dishwasher tablet video. I think that's the option for this one. I'll give it a bit more of a clean up. I'll put the lid back on and I'll do a dishwasher tablet. We should get loads of snots out of it, I imagine. A couple of clean rags and a dishwasher tablet. See you in the next video. Questions or comments, leave them below. Thanks for watching. See you later.